And welcome back again, 2 in a row today, to the road to 2K iRacing. We are back again here at Phillip Island, and this one is got a happier ending. We're gonna jump to qualifying, and we're just gonna play the roll bar. The first lap was absolutely horrendous. The second lap was still not good, so we're probably gonna fast forward through the first lap. You see, I'm trying to, that turn was actually much better than if you watch my previous video. That turn left hand. Jesus Christ, dude, speak normally. But it's not a good lap. It just isn't. And so, yeah, 23.2. We're a second off our qualifying time from last race. And granted, I did this one. This was the 8:45 race. The previous one was 11:45, 10:45, 10:45, and so I slept it off. So you're not gonna pick up the pace right away. I literally logged on and immediately did the qualifying laps. There was no practice laps or anything, so it was my first lap of the day. And so I'm hoping my second one I can get some of the pace I had last night. I eventually did a 22.1 last night, 22.2 qualifying, 22.1 in the race. Can I get some of that pace? Seems the track conditions are slightly different. It's a bit more sunny out today than it was last night. I don't know how that's going to affect the tires. I did feel, it was very greasy. It's a very greasy track, I think, once you get... And there you go, dude. That's an on-track, but a shitty fucking line. You're losing 4/10 there. Taking it that way, 3-4 tenths. So we're going to come to the line with a very subpar, disappointing qualifying performance. But where will we end up? It's a 22.8. So yeah, you're looking, with just that one turn alone, a 22.4. And other improvements in the track. Probably if I did this last night, I'm probably in the 21s. Just keeping the pace consistent. And as you'll see, well, spoiler alert, but as you'll see, 22.8 puts me on 4th in the grid. So let's wait. I guess I could. Oh, not what I want to do. Or maybe it is. Here we go. Sorry, boys. So here I am, 4th on the grid. As we saw last time, I have better starts than other people. Let's see if I can replicate that. I easily jump P3. P1 gets a fucking howler of a start. We got the Green Mantis in front of me. I got a way better run on him. What can I do? I'm more confident in the car, and that's for damn sure. But I do let him push me a little bit wide. There we go. Hug that inside curve as much as I can. It's hard on these cold tires. This is a track I didn't necessarily feel cold tires in the Hungaroring or Road America as much. I felt like I could push pretty much out of the gate. Here I really don't feel that way. I'm really on edge, and he dives my inside. It's a different guy. It's the black guy. Well, pause. It's the black car. And yeah, the black guy's not diving my inside, dude, Jesus. But the black car goes up my inside. He's taking P1 from me. That is my position. I want it back. But these cold tires, first lap I'm really uneasy on the first lap. This turn is difficult on the first lap. You see I'm going ultra wide. I hit the curve a little bit. And you see I'm not using the track here. I have so much time in that turn alone that I just can't seem to put it together. There are times where I nail that turn, and then the rest of the lap is terrible. There's times, like 85% of the time, where I just can't seem to race it. But I'm getting a run here on this guy. We're in Melbourne, Australia, Phillip Island. Lap 2 has begun. I'm going on the outside of the leader to claim my position again. And now I'm on the inside, and he just goes a little bit too wide, and that's what happens. Especially, it's only lap 2; those tires are not warmed up yet. And so, if you try, I've tried it in practice. You can ask Shaggy Muffin. he's seen me try to stick that outside line in practice, and it sends you flying. You don't have the grip needed to stay fast and stay on the outside, and it feels like a turn where you would, but for whatever reason, I don't know if the track is just not as grippy, because you can feel the arrow grab, and then it just, you don't have the mechanical grip to make it stick, which is frustrating. And so if you haven't put in time on the track, if you haven't been in the practice sessions, you're not going to be able to make that turn, because you're not going to know, hey, my tires are too cold, or hey, this is a little greasy area, and if someone's on the inside, it's so difficult to go on the outside right there. And as you see, I have another howler of a performance in that turn. Let's see, is anyone behind me? Yes, yellow and blue on my rear. We'll probably go into far chase. So we're close. And it's a great race. This one is another great race. Again, I need to just get closer to the inside. But I wanted this inside, but you know, he's smarter than me. He closes the door, and you see that right there, like him close, like it's a really weird turn. Everything unsettles the car there. So when he comes, I'm like, oh shit, I brake a little bit, tap the brakes when I shouldn't. I'm supposed to be flying out of here. But unsettles the car. You saw me wiggle, had to catch it a little bit. He locks up. It's not a difficult place to lock up right there. I do think it is rare for people to lock up there. You really only have to put like 60% power at the 100-meter board. So I guess I could brake later and put like 70, but I don't. And it worked out for me this round. But, you know, I still am 5/10 from where I want to be. And the ultimate guys are in the 120s, and, you know, I'm 122 low, and I want to be in the 121, so I'm still, and they're 120 high. I'm still 2 seconds off the pace, which in Hungaroring I was 1 second off the pace. Like Hungaroring, I was flying, and I might post one of those videos because it was unreal. I got P3 or P4 with a broken wing for like the whole race. Like I was 3 seconds faster than most people in the lobby. It was great. And this one is way different. It's a much closer racing as I retake P1. That's kind of how it's going to be. I think this guy's a little bit of a nuisance for a little bit, and then, you know, I eventually run away with it. Kind of similar to if you're going to see my previous video, or I don't know if it'll be called, titled "The Disaster at Phillip Island." Kind of similar to what happened there to someone. You know, they just go wide and then they're cooked. But here I am, P1. Really ain't no thing to a G. He's been overtaken. We can fast forward. We know what the deal is. And you see again, and this is where I get antsy. That disaster, I lock up and I'm like, oh shit. And then here you have to hit the AstroTurf apparently, because if your wheels don't touch the AstroTurf, but they do go on the outside of the curb, it unsettles it and you die. I have experienced this firsthand. But here we go. We got 2 boys on me. Damn, bro, racing is a little bit suspect, I would say. But got 2 boys on me. They want to go inside of me, it looks like. That was on purpose. But I don't think, yeah, they don't want to yet. I think they want to get me on the straightaway down here, which is pretty smart. But they end up fighting each other more than they should. I'm just gonna try to park it in the middle of the track here. Yeah, because I'm gonna outbrake you every time, buddy. Every fucking time. And he just was too wide. He probably should have gone closer to me and allowed the red car to get closer to him, like he's on his tail. And so that guy's on a lot more pressure than I am, and so I'm really not stressed about it at all. I know, again, you know, based on my qualifying, it was really shitty qualifying. And so I also know that I am the fastest in the lobby. I'm not worried about the pace. I think I can drive safe. I don't have to drive as dude, that turn is fucking me up every time. I don't think I need to drive, you know, balls to the wall. Because when I do that, if you ask Shaggy, I've been crashing. Like in the practice sessions, I have been crashing over and over and over, and it's been really bad. So I really don't think I need to drive balls to the wall all out to win these races, or to win this specific race. And so we'll stick it on the nose cam or roll bar. So I know let the race come to me here. You know, he's going to give me an opportunity. I know I've been outbraking him here every time. I just am more confident in this corner than he is. And there we go. I'm taking the full track on exit. And it's time for me to pull away. But I believe he's on my outside here. Hard to tell. And he's not. What happened to you, buddy? What happened to you? Oh, did he lock up? Wow. Dude, that is embarrassing. Daniel. Wow, that lockup is brutal. I'm going to watch that one more time because it's so sad. Damn, I've never seen a lockup point you in the complete wrong direction. The corner's going that way, lockup takes you that way. That is nearly disaster, especially if you went deeper into the grass. That is terrible. Anyway, let's fast forward because at this point we're just chilling it, and we do rear chase. Daniel Benz here, I think his name is. I have no idea. Well, I believe it's Daniel Ryan Baines, I don't know, something like that. And, you know, they're getting close. I don't need to go balls to the wall, and I'm sorry for speeding this up if you wanted to watch normal gameplay, but I don't need to go balls to the wall. We're about halfway done with the race here. Gravel all over the track, and especially when, you know, this is a slippery track, and so when it's all over the place, it makes it even more difficult. Especially where is it? Oh, especially on like that turn 2 left-hander. If there's gravel there, it is so brutal because it's already slick enough. You already feel like you're on the edge of grip if you don't hug the inside, and you hit those little marbles, and it's rough. It is rough to say the least. Again, I said it in the last video, this livery is the best one on Trading Paints. Oh, and there you go. See? Wow. I just talked about the marbles. I don't know if that's what caused it. Nope, but I'll say it did. So we're gonna go Ryan Benz. Yes, I know it's Baines. So this is such a difficult turn. Like, yeah, if you tap your brakes a little weirdly, you have to hold it just a second. You have to hold it enough to rotate in to here. Because if you tap it, it just swings the back out. But the nose doesn't bite. You don't get bit in, and so you end up just going wide. It's understeered like nation over here. You go super wide, and then, you know, he does a good job of saving it. But, you know, you go from podium finish to P5, P6, P6, so let's go this way then. And Adam Sands, this is a guy that's in here in most of my lobbies, I would say. Adam Sands, we got Daniel Sands, 2 Sands, the Sands brothers. And from this point, it is like manage central. I am not pushing like that was. Yeah, I was pushing before. You know, 22.3. You know, that's almost my quality lap of the previous session. It's 0.5 quicker than my quality lap here. I guess it's fourth. It's 3:09. But I don't need to push anymore. And so we'll see. From here on, we will see my lap times just tank really. And we're just gonna fast forward. Easy victory. 22.6. Like we don't need to push at all. Pushing, I could probably be doing 22.3s consistently. 22.4s for sure. But for why? I don't. Every time I've pushed in this track, like we saw in the disaster, I have ended up in the wall. I'm more confident than these guys racing. I'm more confident going 90%. My 90% is better than their 90%. They're probably not as confident either. But I'm not confident enough to go 100% of this track. It's just it's weirdly difficult. It does not look like it would be a difficult track, and I'm really struggling on it. And so for this win to come, for it to pay off, the first couple laps I did. So for context, when I do Road America, or when I did REDEPMTION, I was on the pace. I was a second off the alien pace within 10 laps. I was 2 seconds, 3 seconds off within the first 4 laps. Like by the third lap, I understood it. Those are more traditional tracks. I've driven those in other cars. Like I get it. But my 4th lap here, I was doing 127s. I could not understand it. And really, I think you should be getting a track in 10 laps or less is when you should be hitting it. And so by the 10th lap, I'm doing 124. So I'm 2 seconds off where I should be. And so I'm 4 seconds off at a moment when I should be 2 seconds off. And so finally I get to be 2 seconds off. But by that point, I should be 1 second off. And, here we go, lapping people. The race is almost over. And go a little deep there, as you see. Just easy 22.6s, you don't have to push. This turn right here, also, you get a little slidey, but it's so easy. Just jam the throttle. Let it carry you to the exit curve. And this turn right here is so awkward. I really do enjoy it, though. And here, like, I'm letting off the throttle so hard. And then here, it's such an easy turn to lock up in. And you see, I'm trying to, when I can, not to hit the curve. Even though I know you should. It's just that PTSD, man. That PTSD ain't no joke. So here we go. 22.4. Just getting more confident. And there's no one behind me. Like, he's 4 seconds behind. And when I'm seeing these lap cars, I am getting a little nervous. And if you're ever on, like, the iRating subreddit or the sim racing story subreddit, it's always like, I got killed last lap by a blue flag black marker. Avoid it. So that's what I was trying to do there. And both of them let me by. They were super chill. Super chill. Jam the throttle here. Probably do it way earlier, but again, I'm playing it safe. Because it's hard to see on TV, but it is a slick track. Here, it's like you have the grip, but it is slippery. And here we go. That was okay. That was an okay turn. And I thought for the last lap, I thought about going like all out. I didn't, but I did think that what if I do go balls to the wall? Cement my place. But it was a really, 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 really great race. I believe this is the final lap. You see the cars in front going out, so we'll stay on board for the entire final lap. Or no, that was the final lap. Okay, so I'm chilling. So final lap, 22.5. I did not go balls to the wall. I really did think about it at one point. But I was glad to get a pretty simple victory. So we can check the results 4.4 seconds off was Daniel Sands. Adam Sands, my boy, 8.8 seconds off. And Mark was I believe the black car. No, who was the black car? I don't know where he went. Oh, I guess the black car was Adam Sands. I assume it was well Adam. It was a great race, and so I'm hoping to carry this into next week, which is at the Nürburgring, not the Nordschleife, just the GP. And so, yeah, hoping to get more consistent wins. I've gotten a win, 2 tracks that I've raced at in a row, and hoping to continue that. So yeah, peace.